In a momentary calm, blades are sworn together, vowing to bring about the restoration of peace and order. The year is 190, and the Han Empire falters on the brink of destruction. Brought low by corrupt eunuchs, and strong-armed by the despot Dong Zhuo. The fires of war erupt across a once peaceful realm. In the growing chaos, rebellions rise, and the Emperor's voice is drowned out by the tyrant's roar. The land suffers. Yet though they band together against a common foe, such a fragile alliance cannot hold forever.
Hello and welcome to Total War 3 Kingdoms. So finally managed to get my new rig up and running. Finally managed to get everything installed. Took a bit of time, but here we are. My oh my, does this look beautiful. So, I have not read anything about the game. I've literally, all I've done is had a little look through all of the different factions that are available in an effort to try and figure out who I'd quite like to play as. So, looking through the different factions that we've got, you've essentially got a choice between coalition forces, governors, outlaws, or the Yellow Turban Rebellion. So the coalition lot, I assume these are people that are banding together against the bad empire, who's like in the middle of the map. None of them really took my fancy to start off with. It's clearly the one that might have a lot of content in it, but didn't quite take my fancy. Nor did the governors. Three different sort of guys here, come on, wow, okay. Apologies for my pronunciation. I've seen my previous videos and sometimes it's quite on point. So other things that we've got are the Yellow Turbans. So the Yellow Turbans are Hangzhou, Gongdu and He, and they look quite hard in their playthrough. And I've seen a couple of videos about some interesting playstyles that you could do with them. But again, not quite taken to those. Now, I've got two things. So first off, one of my favourite colours is green, and these two really sort of jumped out at me. So we've got Zhang Yan, who is King of the Black Mountains, and Zhang Yang, who is Jiang, who is the Bandit Queen. Now she's very hard, whereas Zhang Yang is more of a hard start. So
the mightiest tree survives on its roots.
Between the light of the civilized Han and the chaos of opportunistic banditry, Zhang Yan straddles the twilight. He sees the carnage wrought by Dong Zhuo and wonders how this can be turned to his advantage.
Okay, so Dong Zhuo, who's the tyrant in the middle. So anyway, I do love getting interrupted by the game. Forgot it, sort of went on a little spiel. So he's got an interesting start point. He's got a playstyle focus on ambushes and opportunistic diplomacy, which just seems kind of cool. He ignores forest penalties. He's got plus 25 to post-battle income loot. A couple of noteworthy characters and some pretty cool concepts for guerrilla forces. And I don't know, this one sort of just shouted out at me a little bit of what we could do. You know, I can make some opportunistic diplomacy, actually have a go at diplomacy in a Total War game. And yeah, sort of from my Total War playthroughs of Skaven, like the ambushes side of things, seemed quite fun. And yeah, we can improve relations with the Yellow Turbans, and we can ambush when attacking, which is probably really quite useful. You know, actually bringing people into the fights rather than having to fight on their sort of terms. So we've also got Yudu, who is a partisan, a vanguard. and Li Damu as well, who's a village chief and who's also a champion. So we've got a couple of champions. Looks quite sort of battle orientated with this quite cool diplomacy spin. So this is who I think I'm going to go for. So we're going to play with the romance thing, which is all about the heroes and making sure the heroes are here. We are going to play... Well, I normally play these on very hard. Now, I'm also going to do what I usually do. I'm going to keep the campaign difficulty at very hard, but the battle difficulty I'm going to keep at normal, purely because what tends to happen is battles get skewed really randomly when it comes to sort of morale bonuses and various other things, and it sort of winds me up a little bit. A battle time limit, 20 minutes, that's quite a cool one. We'll drop it to 40, because that seems quite good. I am going to auto-save it to the cloud, but that's the settings that we're going to work with to play this. So, as I said, I know nothing about this diving in. I'm played almost every single Total War game, so I know how they work. But this will be a bit of a dive into the unknown for me, and hopefully for you too. And I hope you learn a few things from my videos. Please feel free, send me messages, give me some pointers if you've sort of played some stuff on the campaign. But here we are, the Underdog. Let's go. China must be liberated.
Embers rise, stark against the night. The tyrant Dong Zhuo wields the flames of destruction. Luoyang burns. Chaos ignites as the power of the eunuchs is crushed. In the pyre, the Han falters. All this has happened before. History ebbs and flows. Imperial life means naught to Zhang Yan. It left him with nothing. For coin or for glory, the Black Mountain bandits will fight. China is in turmoil. The great empire of the Han, stretching back ages beyond counting, is being devoured by corruption. The Yellow Turbans, thousands strong, began raising their banners in rebellion and seizing commanderies across the realm. In response, generals loyal to the Emperor rose up and put down the rebellion. Yet, despite the victory, the chaos only grew. With the corruption at the very heart of the Empire, the loyal generals stormed the Imperial Palace and killed the 10 eunuchs, the source of China's ills. In the madness, the warlord Dong Zhuo seized the Emperor. With the great warrior Lü Bu at his side, none dared oppose him. In response to Dong Zhuo's brazen display, treason some call it, a coalition of warlords rose up, led by the charismatic Yuan Shao, to save the Han. Faced with united opposition, Dong Zhuo retreated west to his stronghold of Chang'an, razing the old capital Luoyang to the ground as he fled. It is now the year 190 CE, and the coalition has all but collapsed. Warlords on all sides have seen opportunities to build their own fortunes from the chaos. Yellow turban remnants still stalk the lands, seeking the age of the yellow sky, whilst soldiers of fortune feel the change of fate on the wind and strike out on their own. The scales shift, and China hangs in the balance.
Okay, so there's a nice little bit of an intro to what's going on. So we are diving straight into this. Let's go.
Luoyang, nothing but ashes now, raised by Dong Zhuo.
He is a despicable dog. But the matters of nobles are not my problem.
He has kidnapped the Emperor, my lord, and drags China into chaos.
There are other problems. Their yellow turbans rise, zealous as ever. Their crazed belief is mad. just as mad as Dong Zhuo's. And this coalition, it is feeble and will remain feeble with Yuan Shao as leader. What have they accomplished under him? Nothing. He lacks strength.
There are other bandits, other warriors.
Jian Zhong is a fiery sort. Selfish, always hounding glory. But strong and dependable. I would sooner her than those vainglorious nobles.
May you descend from the Black Mountains, Zhang Yan, 1,000,000 strong, and sweep away the foolish and the unworthy.
Okay. So, Lord Zhang Yan, the warlords of China have descended into civil war. Perhaps time has come for you to descend from the mountains and make yourself known. Opportunities found in chaos if you have the strength to seize it. You have found allies in the warlords before, and there may yet be more to be found, strongest of them. But it must be crushed by the power of the Black Mounted bandits. Claim Han Empire regions. Be wary of Zhen Yang. Okay. Okay, mission issue. The bandits seek their enemies and strike them down. Though you have raided far and wide with great success, the enemy is now upon you. The Han are intent on seeing your answer for your so-called crimes against the Empire. It's time to raise our banner and ride as one. We must defend ourselves against this attack. Engage the enemy army, left click. Okay, fine. Engage this and reward a taste of victory. Okay, cool. So, wow, this is pretty. Okay, so this looks pretty... quite a... Whoa, this is huge. This is massive. What a huge map. Okay, so Dongxiao is here. We've got the Han Empire down here. This must be ours up here. So this is Zhanyang. Oh, this is Datsas. So Yanmen. Okay, so the population's going up. So this is the capital.
A commandery consists of a capital and its surrounding counties.
Okay.
The capital is the center of administration, and the counties make use of the local resources.
Okay, so that's pretty simple. So we've got our pretty bog standard places here. We can build different things. Government support, state workshops, conscription. Okay, that's cool. And then this is obviously the province. Okay, so we've got the lumber yard down here at Yanmen. Okay. Yanmen town? Yanmen lumber yard. Oh, okay, so it's just a lumber yard. Okay, with a small little population. What's this? Collection of flat top peaks. Okay. Wow, this is pretty awesome. Okay, so we've got the Yellow Turban Rebellion just sat up here. What have we got down there? The Coalition. War games. If pursuit powers is dangerous. Okay, so that's another character. Capitalize in ruins. Okay, so it's sort of got a few things highlighted to me. Okay, so that's cool. Right, so what have we got down here? We've got... that's a mission pin. Okay, and that's my character. Okay, awesome. So it tells you where things are.
This is one of your armies, used to attack enemy armies, conquer settlements, and defend your own territories. Guide them well, and China will be yours.
The mightiest mountain.
Okay, so that's cool. So I've got a bow, and I've got this Zhongzhang. Okay. Establish your power. Okay, those are my two issues. Two missions. I see. So this is the different things. Okay, so this is just how much I sort of push forwards with my play style. So I'm currently a noble, then I get a second Marquis, Duke, King, Emperor. Okay. So I guess the aim is to just become Emperor of China. Sounds nice and simple. So my court.
A warlord must be skilled in politics if their faction is to thrive. Maintain stability amongst your generals and court nobles by keeping them satisfied or banishing dissenters that threaten your rule.
Okay, so that seems pretty cool. Got family tree, various other things. Okay, that's nice. So I've got some generals, family and generals. So these are obviously my generals at the moment. Family tree, I have none. Characters. Tells you a little about him. So I'm stubborn, greedy. Really? I'm greedy? No. And careless. Ooh, crikey. Aren't you sometimes a muppet? And he's got lots of different things. Plays battle loot, supports war, resents discipline, wary of power. Okay. And these are some of my other characters. Okay, cool. So, let's dive into the first fight then. I think, oh, unless there's anything else to look at.
Diplomacy provides you with more tools to help further your cause when dealing with other factions.
Okay, so we've got some diplomacy stuff that we'll look at in a bit, but that's clearly that. Okay, negotiate quick deal. Reforms, issue and implement reforms.
True ambition is not to match the great deeds of the past, but to build upon them. Reforms create fresh practices, military tactics, philosophies, laws, and tools.
Ooh. Okay, so that's cool. That's very cool. I like this. This is a cool tree. Okay. Anything else? So that one's locked at the moment. Espionage, records, treasury. Okay, so our treasury is going up. That's always a good start. Okay, so now is there any way I can sort of like look at my characters?
Your
I guess here.
Your family is the base of your power. Take care of your generals by guiding their progression.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, I see. It sort of says, they're friends and stuff. Okay, so I've got no sort of interaction, so I can go on to details. Here we go. So this is like stuff that I could do. So we've got followers, we've got accessories. So I could give him a bow. I could give him like this, so I could equip that. Nice. So weapons. He's got all sorts of different weapons. Nice. Okay, that's really cool. So I could give him like a bow if I wanted to. Like that. Nice. Okay. Okay, so there we've got all sorts of different things that we could do. Skills, military relations. Wow, there's a lot of depth to this. A lot of depth. Nice, this is very cool. So, for instance, so I've given him a bow. So I don't really think he needs a bow. So let's give him this one. Because his retinue is probably one of the better ones. Okay, now what would be useful? Is there a way to like switch between characters? Okay, so here we go. So who's the one that's in his army? Because he's got like another one in his army. Yundu.
You beckon?
So that's a stance. Point Commander General. Open character details. So he's got some stuff.
Serve your cause, gain experience over time.
Okay.
Encourage this growth and guide their development to your advantage.
I will. Okay, so I could... okay, -3, -10 speed. Okay, so I could give him all sorts of different weapons. So he's currently got a spear. But what I could do is I could give him... which gives him +3 expert. Okay, that's cool. So then I haven't got any followers, but I could give him like one of these things. So I could give him a bow. Okay, he's got no followers, got no mount. Okay, so I'm going to leave him with what he's got for the moment because that makes sense. So, oh my goodness, there's so much depth into this. So let's dive into this first fight then already. I've got more things. Oh, we see. Ooh, okay. Right, so there's stuff that I could do. Right, well, first mission was to go and fight this, so let's do that.
Strike true.
We have engaged the enemy in battle. Now it is up to you to command your forces and destroy our foes.
Okay, well, I'm going to dive in, even though there's only 61 of them. 422 versus 61. So I'm going to start this battle because I want to know how this works before I dive in with any larger things. Okay, so he's got 2 units of cavalry, and that's it. Fair enough. I've got 2 units of cavalry and a little retinue. Okay. And we get to ambush them. Epic. So, let's see how this works. This is going to be pretty good. Oh, nice quick loading times, as you expected. So, ooh, this is very pretty. So, that's the horses. That's the general. He's a vanguard. Okay, so I can actually start quite close to him. So, this is cool. Oh, this is very cool. I haven't got any archers, which is a bit of a shame. These guys can go there. Ooh, this is very pretty. Formations. Okay, so that's a funny one. Guard mode, toggle group. Okay, the cav. I want you to keep hidden over here. Charge you in a minute. And these guys are just pretty tough. Tough. Counter good all rounder. Okay, so let's go.
Our men have been discovered. I will defeat you.
A duel
Okay,
is
so single combat's
between two
already
generals.
started.
Troops will honor the duel and not interfere unless ordered otherwise.
Oh, that was the wrong one. Ah, no.
Charge! Do not relent. Your best is not good enough. I will crush you for this insult. Horses!
Okay, things are all over the place. Just want to watch the duel. Okay, I think I'm winning.
Take heed, warriors. Our victory grows ever closer.
Nice. Dropped his morale. Keep going. Oh, that's sweet. Nice.
Cavalry!
Okay, I haven't really paid attention to what else is going on over here. Their cavalry seems to be holding off
Keeping
and fighting mine. So,
ready.
get up there, fight that cavalry.
At the ready.
So I could have done duel. Ah, right, okay. So I could have done duel and then he could have dived in. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Okay, these guys are in. I've lost a lot of casualties here. Okay, taking off their horsemen. It's going to be a close duel, this.
Go on, keep up. I know you can do it. Amazing that you can both talk and battle. Move, move.
Go on, keep up. Okay, so I think I've broken their
Look, the enemy run. Craven.
infantry. So they've actually lost everything over there. What are those guys doing? Oh, are they chasing the other cav?
Cheers, soldiers. Destroy them. Do not relent.
Okay, so
Stand ready.
he's tired. This guy's not sure. Go on, keep going.
You are weak.
Go on, keep fighting. He's winning, just. Go on, keep fighting. Keep going.
Prepare. Run, run. Come on. Surely you can do better.
Keep
Only
going.
wars were won with witty words.
So it's just this little duel and we're almost... Oh my goodness. I wish my faction leader had actually dived in on this one rather than my second in command. Because they're essentially the same. They're going to the end. Oh my goodness. So close. So close. Come on. Come on.
To attention.
Come on, folks. Yes. Yes.
The enemy general.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, bit of an interesting start. So you managed to get the kill in. Well, that was a bit all over the place. We'll get there with this, I'm sure. But I didn't have too many casualties. Cavalry was actually quite good against my cavalry. So having watched a few videos, I'm assuming that this is very similar to sort of how some of the more previous games worked. Nice. There we go.
Justice
Victory
cannot be
is
denied.
yours, and the fate of those you have captured in battle must be decided. You may bolster your ranks with the remaining enemy soldiers, or kill them to prevent them returning to fight you again.
Well, there weren't many. We didn't capture any of them. I like how it says you captured troops. Did I? Let's recruit them.
To the task.
Nice. Okay, taste of victory. Plus 13 military supplies, plus 5 morale. Awesome. Their loss might gain. Black Mountain Bandits ride out and defeat any in their way. Bonus experience. Epic. Okay, mission issue. Zhang Yan decides to send from his mountain home. With the regional forces defeated, the nearby Han settlement is now vulnerable. Why not seize it? Solidify. Okay, reward support from the people. Nice. Okay, so can I do that this turn? Or do I have to wait a turn?
Attack! For the people.
Okay. So, 481 deployed. Oh, I see. Okay, so we've gone straight into this with our superiors on a Pyrrhic victory. Who are we fighting? Some archers, some militia, and a general who's part of this. Okay, well, I'd like to think that we can do this straight away. Let's start the battle. Yeah, let's go. This first turn, bit of
Our
movement.
roots are strong. We will achieve much.
This is cool.
We must crush these insects.
Nice. They don't even have a general.
Now, friends! Together, let us claim victory!
Ooh, this is like a hark back to medieval Total War. A little bit of general action right at the beginning. Okay. So, this is a little settlement. They've got towers, fire arrows, fires arrows. Okay, so those fire arrows on nearby enemies. Okay. So this guy hasn't got a lot of... so we're going to try and work out what to do from here. Okay. So these guys do have Vanguard. Nice. Let's pop them over here, then probably be hidden there. Okay. He doesn't have Vanguard. This guy can stay with his cav. Okay, let's start the battle then. Now the question is, what are they going to do? They're going to come to me, or... They're just all sat there for the moment. I don't know where their archers are. Okay. Interesting. Let's get these guys up. Let's do some scouting. So we're going to find out where the rest of their troops are. Oh, this is so pretty. Ooh, crikey. Okay, they're already getting shot at. Okay, so there's some light halberd stuff down there. Okay, let's get into there. Nice. Okay, so that's where their archers are.
Our comrade is being attacked.
Okay, so these guys are in. I hope I can break them quickly. See if I can secure this entrance. Dear, I'm taking quite a lot of casualties here. No, 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 no. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's get over here. Ah! crumbs. Okay, archers are quite dangerous. Okay, we've managed to take... Okay, they're fleeing. Nice. Okay, so we've managed to get one unit sorted. Okay, these guys have managed to take this. So let's get around here and take out them. Okay, so what I don't know is where their other infantry have gone. Okay, that's where their other infantry are. Pull back. Okay, we've got to try and deal with those archers. Get in there. Try and take them out. As best you can, horses. Okay, keep moving. Let's get to the middle. Let's get to the centre. So these guys are fleeing. We'll get one of the other units to come over here. Come on, let's go forwards. Let's get you coming down as well. Okay, come around here. Oh, this is rubbish. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to move up to here. Let's get these guys up. Because these are spearmen, so they're good against mounted. So
Our men flee the battlefield.
let's get in there.
Steel yourselves.
Get in there.
Stand by, axes.
Okay, I want to try and... So we've lost one unit. Oh dear. Okay, so we've got quite a bit going on here.
Weapons. Take heed, warriors. Hurry, move. A unit has perished. None are left. Cavalry.
That's my cav. Where are these archers?
Unleash fury.
See if I can get involved up here.
Ready. Fight. To attention.
Okay, let's get hit. Oh no, here's down. Here's up.
Go, go.
Okay, one of the groups is already fleeing. Let's get off the mount.
Run, run. Our success looms large.
Okay, well they're fleeing. Those cav are doing okay. Is he shooting? Don't know.
Kill them. You are weak.
Okay, so we've activated on one side. I think we've got one unit there. Ah, the archers are fleeing.
Shot.
Let's keep running them down. Those guys have fled. Oh, so much going on.
Stand ready. Ready. Charge. Axis, attack. To battle.
Okay, so these militia are pretty pants.
At the ready. Attack. Keeping.
Those guys are completely broken. Victory, nice. Okay, so I've got to get better at the combat. I will claim victory. I mean, the computer does a good job of guessing the kind of victory that I get. I did lose a unit of horsemen, which is a bit of a shame. Shows me that archers are quite good. So yeah, I've got to be careful with battles. I think, I've got to learn a bit more on what to do. And it's nice to know that even little settlements get some helping hands from some towers.
From the roots
The enemy's
to heaven.
defenses have fallen, and now those that cower inside await judgment. You may occupy or sack the settlement, among other options. Each will leave it in a different state, with its own consequences and advantages.
Okay, well we're going to occupy it, because we're
We
trying
will
to
bring righteousness to
sort
this
of
settlement.
peacefully expand our land.
Will serve the people.
support from the people, public order, capture and occupy the following. Nice. Okay, so your responsibilities. I've got to construct or upgrade a building in my town. Okay, so we've got the commandery under control, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so what's that mean? Return in the number of disturbs. Okay, that's cool. So he's also leveled up. So we'll come and look at that in a moment. Okay, so I get to build or upgrade something. So, what have we got? What is this? This is a land surveying office. Focus on peasantry income. Plus food. Okay, so what could we do? Okay, so we might as well get our Black Mountain hideout straight off the bat. It's only 1,000. I mean, yeah, and in plus 100 income. What's it unlock? And unlock some form of reform. Rural tax collector. It's free. -4 public order. I think we should either build an inn or a Black Mountain hideout. I mean, I just feel this is faction wide. I think it's what we should build. It just said any building, didn't it? I want to say any building. Construct or upgrade a building. Okay, that's cool. So we've done that, so that will take a turn. So characters, faction leaders. So he's leveled up. So what can I get him? I can get him... He's got 1 point. Okay, so I could do that. Okay, or I could give him this. Enable scare. Does not stack. So he's already got these two. So he could get this, more resolve. -25 redeployment cost, +5 replenishment. That's quite useful. And it gives him more resolve. So resolve is health. Okay, melee. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so instinct is melee damage and recruitment cost. So he needs some more health, so I'm going to give him the more resolve. So I'm going to apply that to him. Military, you know, I could give him some special units. So he could have some spear units. 160 per turn. Okay, so that's what I could do. So then I can... So that's how that works. So then his current retinue is this, and then I could give him some of these. So light spear cavalry. He can get some archers, which would be cool, but he needs 5. Okay, but he could get some Black Mountain Marauders. Okay, Black Mountain... That's cool. Very clever little way of working. What's this little plus do? Tells me everything about the character. Nice. So there's quite a few things. I could promote him. Oh my goodness. Plus 25 salary. Okay, so he gets a salary. Okay, so follower, weapons... So we've got all of these things. So he's currently got +3 expertise, +3 instincts. He's got quite good instinct actually, so maybe there's something else that I could give him. Because currently he's got a spear, which is okay. Ah, I see, it's less, but it's quite good for armor piercing. Okay. We could give him the pole arm. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So I could like give him that. How does that work? What do I do? Toggle expand stats. Okay. So his current retinue is that. I don't know how to make his retinue bigger. Stance of stalking, chance of ambush. They're all increasing. Appoint commanding general. Stance stalking. Okay, I'm sure it will tell me. I'm sure it will tell me. Right, lots of stuff's happened. Commandery secured. Does that mean I get anything? Like, Do I get any sort of like big thing? Don't think I do. So he's a general.
Bring news of what occurred in
So
my absence.
military special units. Oh, those are the special units that he could get. Okay. And then obviously there's stuff that he could recruit from elsewhere. Right, well, we'll find out how that works. So let's end the go. I think I've done everything that I can. So let me see how many different factions there are. Okay, Han Empire. Then they're my next door neighbours at the moment. Okay, so there's not as many as I thought. There's quite a few.
Your faction not only consists of settlements and armies, but your policies, reforms, and family affairs. All contribute to your rule and deserve consideration.
Okay, fab. Thank you for letting me know that. So we've expanded. Economy is growing. Black Mountain bandits raise an army. War consume the land. Recruit and maintain a total of 8 at the start of a new turn. Current total 6. Okay, so I could now what I've got to there we go. Big button that says recruit. No. That's cool. So I click recruit and then I click on this, and then it gives me a load of stuff. Ooh. Okay, so this is nice. This is very cool. So we've got light sword infantry. We've got anti-missile from the cavalry. Good against armor. So that's the spear cavalry. So we've got the light sword cavalry. So I reckon I should keep him focused on light sword cavalry. It's 130 a go. So let's get him some of those. And then here we'll get some archers, because I feel like I need some archers. Oh, I could keep expanding it if I wanted to. How many retinues can it have? Can each person have? Up to 6 or something? Show unavailable. Ooh, lots of stuff. Defenders of the Earth. Spear. Peasant Band. Okay, so there's like a number of units that we could have. I'm sure they'll expand in some manners. Okay, so we've got some box standard cavalry. It says I only really need 8 units, so if I can't really see anything on what the Han Empire's got, what the town's got, what we've got. It just said 8 units, so I think that's probably a good one to go with. I could upgrade the pine lumber, so it gives me more prestige. Gives me a bigger garrison as well. Okay, that's cool. So we'll do that one. We'll upgrade that. So we spent most of our money. Army upkeep. That includes the new
Your
units.
armies are composed of generals and their retinues. A retinue is made up to 6 units, and once a general is recruited, these loyal followers will follow them into battle, in service of your cause.
Okay, cool. So that's pretty awesome. So we can have up to 6. So I could recruit some more if I wanted to. I think at the moment I've got a nice bit of spearmen. I think the only one that I'd be half tempted to do is
a newly recruited unit will report for duty immediately, but will continue to muster for some time before reaching full capacity.
Okay, that's cool. So that's something they've brought over from Total War Britannia. So it's sort of like you can't just sort of instantly have big old armies. So I'm tempted to get another unit of archers. They're a low upkeep, and I think archers will be pretty keen to this. So we'll what's that? Okay, so let me recruit. Oh, left click to refund or until the order. Okay, fine. So I think that's pretty good. So we've got to raise an army. So at the start of a new term, so our current is 9. So we're following this turn through turn. My character seems to be doing okay. I haven't gained anything
Check
new.
that your army is well stocked with supplies before they embark on a long march or enter enemy territory.
Okay, so that's cool. So they've got supplies in this as well down here. So military supplies 85, and that's movement points. Okay, so we've got these guys nearby. Zhang Yan with an iron mine in the Han Empire. Zhongshan. So that's the same one. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's the different aspects. So what we could do is we could expand down through here towards Zhongzhou. But yeah, wow, this is cool. Such a big map. So we wonder how many different characters there are. Anyway, let's end the turn and see what the next mission is. It's a very pretty game. Very, very pretty. Ooh.
There are many intricacies to ruling, and a wise leader seeks counsel rather than allow pride to lead them into ignorance. If any aspect of your kingdom eludes you, you have only to ask for clarification.
Thank you very much. Very useful of you. Okay, so we've grown in might. Black Mountain Bandits raise an army. Okay, mission issued. My lord, the generals on your command are talented individuals, each with an array of skills they can be used to improving a realm. In each commandery, they can be sent on assignments. Manage your assignments, select a settlement, and then select the assignments button on the left of the panel. Okay. Zhang Yan decides China can benefit from his presence. Why should you stop at one settlement when the entire commandery should be yours? Okay, hold 4 settlements. You gain momentum. Okay, so I've got 2 missions there, but I think this is a point at which I'm gonna pause this first episode. So we're getting there. We're learning all these different things. There's quite a lot of stuff to learn. It's brought in some elements of loads of different games and a few throwbacks to others as well. I think certainly before I start doing any more aggressive natures, I need to get more of my army replenished before moving onwards. So we'll pause here and we'll join this. We'll sort of start this up again next time round. So thank you very much for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, please give the channel a follow. If you're watching on YouTube, please like the video, give me a subscribe. That's awesome. I've also set up a Patreon. You can see the details for that down in the description below the video. So thank you very much for watching. I'm so excited about where this game is going. It looks really, really cool. I will catch you in the next video.